Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my secret on how to build a strong Arthur. Now, I have done a very similar series to this called Secrets Revealed for regular bots. If you guys happen to miss that series, definitely check it out. I'm going to leave a link to that in the video description. And yeah, we're going to get started with the Arthur here. So I'm going to present three different options: the basic, advanced, and sort of like an optimum setup in terms of the modules. But before we get into the different options, I know many of you are going to ask me about the weapons. So one thing you have to remember, when the Arthur was first introduced to the game, it didn't really have that many threats. Okay, so it only had the Ao Ming and maybe the Kid, but that was pretty much it. That's why the Arthur was strong. Now we have the Minos, we've got the Luchador. Both of them have reflector shields. The Indra has the Transcendence or the Phase Shift ability, allowing it to pretty much outmaneuver the Arthur, which means the Arthur really isn't suited for close range anymore. Okay, so I would stay away from Grom's Squall, Mahavajra or the Vajra weapons, the Cinders. Those weapons, while it might work on some other titans like the Minos or the Luchador, it won't really work that well on the Arthur because it's just going to get smoked at close range. That means you need to use more range. Okay, so Vengeance Retaliator, Basilisk Crate, which is what I have here, Cataclysm Cyclone, Dazzler Lantern. I have tried Gargantua and Pantagruel, but I didn't really like it. But bottom line, you want to keep your distance with the Arthur. Okay, so with that out of the way, we're going to take a look at the first option here, which is going to be the basic option. Okay, so starting off with the first option, we have the basic modules, which you get with the Arthur when you first purchase it, the 3 Titan armor kits and the 1 singular reactor. But, if you're playing this with range, which is what I mentioned before, I would actually go with 2 Titan armor kits and 2 of these singular reactors. Okay, so this is pretty much what I would rather do if you are, sticking to the basic modules. But what you actually want to do is you want to move on to option number 2, which is the advanced. Okay, so I'm going to show that right now. So for option 2, this is what I would typically run. And this is actually what I'm doing on my, the baby account. If you guys follow that account, you'll notice that it's pretty much identical to what I'm going to show you right now. So I have 2 plated armor and 2 of the antimatter reactors. Okay, so that's going to be this one over here. So this gives me some health, and it also gives me, that extra damage. So I think this would be like kind of the bare minimum if I can find the antimatter reactors here. So this is pretty much what I would do for the second option. And for the third option, there's 2 variations for this. It really depends on personal taste, but what I would do is 2 Titan anti-controls. So what this does is it helps prevent you from getting, locked down, suppressed, or frozen. So those, chips that players use on their drones to lock you down, it's not going to work as well if you have 2 of these. It also actually gives you, extra durability. So you can see the description here. And what I would use is 2 onslaught reactors. Now, you could use a combination of this and the Grand Balance reactor, which is actually what I'm going to use in the gameplay portion, after I show you, this option 3 here. So you could use this combination here, or a combination of the onslaught and the Grand Balance reactor, which is what we have here. So this module, if you look at the description, gives you additional damage, but also extra health. Okay, so that's pretty much what I would use on the Arthur. And now we're going to jump into some gameplay using this combination over here. Okay, so we've just dropped in on Carrier Map, and I've started with the Phantom first. So we're going to try to get some beacons here as quickly as possible. I was holding my breath because I was thinking these guys are probably going to lock me down as I get into center, but we got a little bit lucky there. Although I think I am going to die. Oh my gosh, my health. But at least we got the beacon, so that's good. Okay, let's drop in next with the Behemoth. So I'm just trying to charge up that Titan bar as quickly as possible, and then I can drop in with the Arthur. But yeah, I've played a couple of games right now. I was on smaller maps, which obviously doesn't really help. But the thing with the Arthur is you can run close range. There's nothing wrong with running close range. The only problem is when you start getting to the higher levels, which is what we're at right now. Champion League, you will struggle when you run into things like the Minos or like the Indra, the Luchador at close range. A lot of those players that do run those Titans, they are using, the newer shotgun weapons. So it makes it a little bit tougher to play. There's a play at the bottom here, which I'm kind of concerned about. Just trying to get some of those players down to their last stand if I can. Okay, this guy's protecting me. This is perfect. We got to get rid of this guy here first. This guy's going to be a problem. Man, he's got a really tanky Fenrir. Guys, we need some help here. I find quite often when the enemy pushes a beacon, my team kind of gets scared and they just like all back away. And they will have, like, you would think they would have, it's because they have lower level robots, but quite often it's because, not because of that. You'll look at the hangar afterwards and you're like, whoa, you had an MK3? I think it's more the psychology behind it. They just get scared. They don't want to use, or at least lose their bot. So they kind of back away and then, well, then the enemy gets the beacon and then it's all over. So I'm just trying to hold this this beacon down. Our Arthur is not charged up yet. Should be shortly. There we go. I'm going to hit that guy with the orbital strike. Whoosh. Trying to get rid of this Typhon here. Or at least do as much damage as possible to them. There's another one. There's another shot. Every time my third shot is being blocked by some sort of shield. If it's not, if it's not the Aegis, it's the absorber. This guy's probably gonna end up killing me here. Just trying to do as much damage to him, kind of weaken him up before he gets to the center. I'm gonna end up going down here. But our Arthur is now, charged up. So let's drop with the Arthur. And yeah, like I said, I've been playing a few games. I think with the Arthur, you really need to keep your distance. Because if like a Luchador, a Minos, or like an Indra get very close to your Arthur, because it doesn't have like a reflector shield, on it, which, I mean, might be a possible buff, like a nice buff for it. But because you don't have a reflector shield on this thing, at close range, it actually goes down very fast. So you have to be careful of that. Trying to get that corrosion in on that player. We have another one at center here. Just waiting for my weapons to reload. Trying to get behind cover here. Trying to kill that siren. There we go. Really have to use my cover. Trying to keep his shield down. Whoa, he's actually, yeah, he was taking on quite a bit of damage. We can probably actually hit this guy here. Let me just reload. I think these guys are going to try to bum rush. That Heimdall looks like he wants to push. Also have this guy here. We might actually do a lot of damage to him. I might get flanked. This guy's trying to push on this right side. Although I could actually use the death bot to push him into the ocean. Okay, let's focus on this guy. There we go. We'll hit these guys with the orbital strike. Trying to keep this guy's shield down. So you see what I'm doing? I'm firing over the cover here. And he actually ended up getting killed. Try to focus down this guy. I'm going to move this way, and then I'm going to actually do this. Oh, I was hoping I would be close enough, because if you time it right, you can push the guy into the ocean. Now let's focus down the Seraph. Let's use the orbital strike over there. Oh man, that's going to be bad for them. He's not going to be able to move, but I'm in a really bad spot here, and they got me with the orbital strike. Let's hit this guy. I don't have a... Uh-oh, I don't have a shield here. This is bad. Let's try to kill him with that. That. Man, I'm hanging on for dear life here. I really want to push, but I can't push anymore because I don't have a shield. I don't really have much backup here. Holy jeez, there's a lot of stuff going on. And now. Oh! We can get him down to his... let's use the orbital strike. He's going to kill me, but that's going to slow him down. We got him, guys. We got him. But I'm going to go down. I've only got 30,000 health here. No! Wait, did I push him? Did I push him into the ocean? I'm watching his bot. I don't think so. Did I? No, we didn't. Close, though. Let's get him with the Mars. I'm trying to push this side. We're trying to defend the right beacon. But you know what? I think we should really push now. Because time is running out. And they... I mean, we do have the beacon lead here. And I think we should still get that third beacon if we can. So I'm going to push into center. Hit this guy with the orbital strike. Whoosh! There we go. Oh man, I'm taking on a ton of damage. Let's focus down this guy. Okay, so we have the center. This is good. Let's drop in with the Seraph. So yeah, with the Arthur, definitely use range, I think. And if you're going to be using range and hanging back, you don't really need... I mean, Titan anti-control kind of helps, so I kind of like that. But I would use, you know, anything from antimatter reactor, which is what I had on my baby account. Using, you know, antimatter reactor, because you're going to be running into more regular bots, I think, than actual Titans. So I think that would be a good choice. And then using like plated armor or, you know, in the case of like this account, Titan anti-control works. So there's a lot of flexibility, but I wouldn't level up the Arthur too much because there's a lot better options right now. And close range, it does tend to suffer quite a bit too. Yeah, they're trying to get rid of me here, but I'm trying to stay very close to this beacon so that they don't change it, because it looks like we might be giving up, you know, our back beacon back there. Let's hit this guy with the orbital strike. Whoosh! Oh, wait. Oh man, this game's actually pretty close. I mean, I'm looking at like we gave up the right side, but oh, there's 17 seconds. No, we've definitely won it. Very close game though. So after this, I'll just kind of show you, you know, the modules once again, you know, what I'm using on my Arthur. But yeah, I recommend using range. So whether it be, you know, Vengeance Retaliators, which is the default weapons, Basilisk Crate. So this is how we did here. Let me just close that. And let's go back to the hangar so you can see the modules and everything. Okay, so Basilisk Crate, we have 2 Titan anti-controls here. Now, if you don't have Titan anti-control, you could use plated armor, which is actually what I use on the baby account, which is a free account. I have Onslaught Reactor and Grand Balance Reactor. Now, if you don't have these modules, I would actually go with the Antimatter Reactor because you only have 6 Titans. You know, the enemy only has 6 Titans in the game, but they do have 30 robots. And the Antimatter Reactor, I think you'll have more benefits out of that, if that makes sense. Now, if you have Onslaught, I would level this up over the Antimatter Reactor. But otherwise, you know, double up on either 2 Antimatter Reactor, 2 Onslaught, or if you have, you know, this combo, this can actually work as well. So anyways, guys, you know, that is pretty much my guide on the Arthur, you know, how to make it strong, or at least my secrets for the Arthur. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing if you haven't already. And with that said, thank you guys for watching, and until the next video, I'll catch you guys later.
slow down. No, can you feel it too? There ain't no stopping now. Feet off the